better. Got a little glare shield. Ooh, it's a warm one today. It is toasty. That on, this off. Car says 91 degrees. Roll that window down a little bit, close the door, bump the fan up a couple of notches. Last few days have been warm. Today's supposed to be the warmest of this week. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is hazy out there. We got lots of fires burning here in Washington. Not as many as California, or I don't even think as many as Oregon, but we've got unhealthy air conditions. Last I looked, it's going to extend through Monday now. Was supposed to drop tomorrow night or last night. They extended it into today. Alrighty, we got AC blowing cold. Got our recirc. Let's sneak on out of here. So we're leaving about a half hour earlier than normal. That is my new start time. We went back to the pre-pandemic start time, although I'm not going back to my pre-pandemic start time. I'm still aligned with my shift's start time. I used to start an hour and a half, 2 hours before my shift, but back on the regular second shift hours. Which, the only drawback, so I'm home a half hour earlier. That's not bad, but most of the Everett site on second shift starts about this time, so traffic is a bit worse. And boy, yesterday was my first day on these new hours. Holy cow, I got cut off 4 times. I had an idiot pass me on the shoulder on I-5. I was doing 66 on Interstate 5. That's a 60-mile-an-hour zone, and I may as well have just been parked. And people were just angry and aggressive. So we'll see if we can catch any of that on film today, but I don't know what it is about. And a lot of these people were heading right towards Boeing. I don't know what entitles these idiots to think that they can drive like that. Maybe it's the heat, maybe it's the smoke, maybe it's the whole pandemic thing. Let's see if we can hook a left here. Motorcycle coming, we're not going to jump out in front of him. Probably could have, but that gives us the free right onto 92. Whip it around the corner. That window rolled back up. Keep the cool AC air inside. I actually thought about driving one of the trucks to work today, but again, hottest day of the week. Smoky, miserable. The AC all the way home last night. It's not really cooling off all that much. So let's see. So last week, a week ago today, had that coworker of mine get hit by a golf cart. Hauled into the hospital. Of course, his manager's on vacation this week. And I don't have any contact info for the employee. But I think, if I've heard correctly, he was either released on Tuesday or he's being released today. So they kept him for several days. Pretty severe injury. It heard that there was a skull fracture involved, some brain bleeding. That came out of a CT scan or MRI or whatever they ran, and then a concussion. I believe we got the golf cart checked out, or the maintenance took it away to check it out. I'm pretty sure it was an equipment failure. I think it was just a mistake on the driver's part. Yeah, if you go back on one of my previous videos, you can definitely tell that there's not this many cars on the road when I used to drive in. Get her in the third gear, watch for cars coming down the hill, which looks like we're clear. Roll on that throttle, keep an eye on the cars in front. Sometimes I like to slam on the brakes. Roll on through 50. No traffic in the left lane. We're going to go ahead and move over now. Drop her into 6th gear, and we're cruising at 62 and a 55. But we're keeping up the traffic. Here comes an Audi racing up behind me. He's just got to get up as far as he can. He's going to jump in front of me then too. People drive so aggressively and fast. There he goes. You gotta weave in and out of traffic. And if you drive the speed limit, everybody whips around you and causes an accident, you get nailed for impeding the flow of traffic. Even though you're the one following the rules. So it was not this smoky when I looked outside about an hour ago. So air quality is going to drop this afternoon. Which means they're going to probably have the factory doors shut, so it's going to be hot and stuffy in there. People are going to be whining and crying. Monday was a holiday, so I'm a day behind on everything I do throughout the week, but I should be able to get all my required checks done tonight. That'll free me up for tomorrow. Makes for a boring day, but I'd rather get everything done that I need to as soon as I can in case something comes up. Kind of like last Thursday with the vehicle pedestrian interaction. That took most of my day. And with this smoke, they're worried about more fires either lighting up or the ones that we currently have getting bigger. There's a fire about 60 miles south of me that took out a few homes in forest land that has basically never burned. So it's 100 plus years. It's not virgin forest, but I don't know how much of this is blowing in from eastern Washington, if the winds have shifted that way, or if we're getting smoke coming up the coast from Oregon and California. It's not Canada this year. What did they say? Monday morning into Tuesday, we burned in Washington State 330,000 acres. And that was more acreage combined. That was more acreage than the last like I said, 5 or 6 fire seasons combined. And we did that in a 24-hour period. And I guess they're looking at quite a few of these as being man-made. They arrested a guy south of here, south end of Seattle, in South Sound. He was lighting a fire in the center median of the freeway. Somebody called him in, police showed up, he got in his truck, drove away, they tracked him down, arrested him. And it was the same guy that they had caught walking down the shoulder of a freeway the day before with a lighter. I guess they never pinned anything on him on that instance, but why is it that people just think they have to destroy stuff? This choking smoke. I don't understand. Traffic's actually being a lot nicer today. I don't know what was going on yesterday. Maybe there are just more people coming into work. Right in through here, some guy came from around me to pass me on the shoulder to get in front of me, even though I was right in the middle of a line of cars. I'm the last one in this line right now, but you know, if somebody had been broke down on that shoulder, would he have been able to stop? Probably not. But he just had to pass me. One car. Can already feel it in my throat. The car says 90 degrees down here. It's going to be a cooking one today. I think tomorrow's supposed to be about 82. And the weekend is supposed to be mid-70s, I think. Hopefully the smoke starts to blow through. Clear the air out a little bit. It was cool enough last night. I got the house cooled off with leaving the windows open, and then before I went to bed I closed everything up and turned on the little HEPA filter and the air purification filter and let it suck a lot of the schmutz out of the air, and got a decent night's sleep last night, other than the noise from all the fans blowing. Boy, you can sure tell when I walked out to get in the car, though. You can smell the smoke. Got an offer from the company to do a 3-month stint in Victorville, California. I don't think I'm taking that. I got nobody to take care of the house and watch the cats for that period of time, so they're offering a 10% bump in pay while you're down there. They'd fly me down, and whoever else goes, it'd be a group of people. Get a rental car from the hotel, or from the from the airport to the hotel, and that would be your transportation for the time you're down there. Get a company credit card with a $20,000 limit. Pay for the hotel, pay for the rental car, pay for chow. You know, we're gonna try this lane and try this parking lot again. And it would be for preservation efforts for 787s that are in storage in Victorville, California. See, I'm doing 65 in a 60. He's got to race up to get right behind the car in front of him up there. bumper. But now I'm going to pass on that offer. Of course, with all the fires burning down there, it's supposed to be really nasty smoke-wise. Did you see those pictures of the Bay Area? Middle of the day, and it's the deep orange sky from all the smoke. Like I mentioned earlier, the traffic coming in, the flip side of that is the traffic going home is just as bad. Although going with the flow of traffic last night, it was pushing 70 miles an hour. The car behind me pushing my back bumper and wanting to pass. Sign's wrong, I'm doing 30. 29. Just coasting it on down. Hey, it's payday today. I should fill the car up tonight on the way home. Not that I need it, it's just below a half tank. But I usually top it off every payday. Then I don't have to worry about it. First gear, pull into the lot. Watch for cross traffic. Head to the back corner. There's a spot right there. We got some little over to the... Yeah, there's one. So I'm going to nose in to keep the tinted window pointed towards the sun in this heat. Keep from baking this interior a little bit. That's going to do it for this one. As usual, not a whole lot of exciting stuff to talk about, but there's your weekly big time update. Well, I have no idea what I'm going to do this weekend. If it's smoky like this, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time outside. I can definitely feel it in my lungs again, just like when the Canadian fires were pulled through a couple years ago. Short of breath and then running around the factory having to wear this mask all the time, that really bothers me. So, anywho, we'll see what happens. We'll catch y'all in the next exciting video. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.